Hi and welcome. I'm Frederick from Dropsolid. Content should do more than just fill pages. It should connect, drive engagement. In this video, I'll show you how the content layer helps you get more out of every piece of content. I'll show you the page builder experience. I'll show you how to do personalization in Drupal. I'll show you how to manage the segments in the CDP that manages the personalization, and a little bit how to personalize in marketing automation. Let's dive in. The first thing I'll show you is the page building experience. The current page that I'm on is the Dropsolid Knowledge Hub. You see that it has one specific block of text. This is the block that we will be personalizing. In the bottom, we will add some other pieces of content just to show you how the page building experience works in our platform. Here I've logged in and I'm managing the content. And you see already there's 3 blocks because to personalize, I, as a manager, need to be able to see all of the blocks and control the visualization, the visibility for each of these blocks. In the bottom, you'll see that I've added a section with 2 sections, and then I've added an image block here and a block on the right. And you can just add more content by just clicking the add block icon, choosing the relevant things that you want to add, for example, call to action block or a flow block or an image, or a section title or a testimonial, all kinds of blocks. You can combine them. You just choose one and then you add it and it shows up here. Let me just edit this one here. It really was awesome. So there's lots of options that you can configure. You can have it center or left, and you can have 3 sections. Lots of things you can do. You can drag them around if you feel like, okay, this one should be there, okay, and the image should be on the right. You can add it, perhaps move this one a bit more to the top. Okay, there we go. And then we can just save the content. There's multiple previews here. If you want to show preview only, this is how it will look when it's published. You can also show the editability, the things that you can change just to have a more administrative overview. That's it for Layout Builder. When I want to manage the visibility of a certain block, I just edit the block, configure here, control visibility. And you can see that I can change the rules, the segments that are applicable for this block. So the top block will only be visible for people in the business persona segment, tech persona segment, or applicants persona segment. How we segment these anonymous users into these segments, I will explain to you later. But now you just need to know that we can choose for anonymous users to show some blocks to some people and other blocks to other people. This means that you can personalize your front page of Drupal or detailed pages based on the browsing behavior of your visitors. It's super powerful. Let's dive into the segmentation on the Dropsolid platform. Apache Unomi, which is the CDP that we use under the hood, does not provide you with a user interface, but it's a very strong engine. This is why we use it. What we did was we built a user interface on top of Apache Unomi, and we exposed this in the Dropsolid platform. This gives you the possibility to make reports or control the segments via the Dropsolid platform that are then used in Apache Unomi on your website or in your marketing automation. One of these visualizations, this is an example. This is the one from the Dropsolid website. And you see this is our traffic that's coming from all over the world. It's real web traffic from Dropsolid.com. What you also see is that the report is powered by Lusmo. In our case, the data is owned by you, the client. So this means that you can query the Elasticsearch with whatever infrastructure you have, and you can make the reports the way you want it. So we give you full power on the data and do whatever reports that you want with it. We've also provided some integration in the past, so we really want you to be in control of the data. Just seeing what people are there is not enough. What we do is we segment your anonymous users into groups. You see a number of ready-made groups here, but we also have a group detection mechanism. We call it the discovery. So this Discover tab, what this does, it will train an actual new AI based on the browsing behavior of anonymous users on your website. So the moment I click generate here, it will train a new model. It's actually a machine learning model. It will train it with the parameters here based on the browsing behavior on your website. So I've run this already a number of times, and this is an example of grouping that we then get. It will give you a number of suggestions. I've generated here 3. You also see the groups number. So this is based on an amount of sessions. You see also the keywords that it was based on. And if you like this grouping, you say, okay, yeah, this is really corresponding to the traffic that we see or the personas that we have on the site, you can then transfer to segments. The moment you click this button, it also starts using these 3 to triage all your new users. So you can name this one group knowledge, this one group stakeholders, and then for every new anonymous user, it will say, okay, this is probably a stakeholder type of person. This is more like a job seeker kind of person. It will triage you into one of these groups. And this works for fully anonymous profiles. Obviously, just having this discovery mechanism is not enough. Often you also want to have the control, for example, via UTM tags, or based on the browser or on the device, or based on the location, because you want to have specific contact points for each different location. We also provide the possibility there. Some examples here. This is a test segment that I've created, and here you see, I'll scroll up here. There's lots of possibilities here. You can use based on the browser information, based on the screen size, or information based on when they visited the site, or the amount of URLs that they visited, or whatever kind of things that we can capture about that. About previous sites they were visiting, about which URLs they were visiting, which domain, because the CDP is multi-domain, about which local, so which language they're using the browser in, which time zone they are in, which amount of sessions they had. All these informations are possible. And the coolest, but also most powerful feature, I think, is you can add your own data points to the CDP. So this means that you can, for each, let's say you're a commerce, for each customer, you can also index the cart size into the CDP. This means that you can personalize your website based on their buying behavior in the commerce shop. Or you can, based off of other interactions they had on other websites, you can personalize their user experience throughout the entire user journey. This is enormously powerful because you have full control over the data yourself. You can put complex objects or arrays into this data structure here. Makes it really powerful. So, obviously there's some management things there, but I think this is the essence of what I wanted to show you. These segments can then also be used in marketing automation. I've logged into my marketing automation, and you see on my user profile that all the page visits and the email reads and all the pages that I did, all my traffic is here. But most importantly, the segments that I'm in, I was looking apparently at the job section on Dropsolid.com. Maybe I'm interested for a job. And you can see that the applicant's persona, which it triaged me in, is also automatically added to my Mautic. This means that I can use this property to send me personalized emails. So this means that I can use the CDP that triages you into a specific segment, and I can use this property on my user profile, on my anonymous profile. The moment I submit a form or something, I can have personalized emails based on this. That's it for now. If you're interested in a live demo, check dropsolid.ai. Thanks for watching.